everyone, this is me celebrating International Women's Day, embracing equity. It is so nice to be here on this special occasion, and I want to felicitate our women and thank you for being our wonderful women. We've already embraced equity. Don't be afraid of us. The only thing that keeps the only problem I see in a relationship is where there is insecurity. It's insecurity that brings about everybody going about trying to say how they can outsmart one another. But when there's security and fidelity in a relationship, there is always equity. So on this note, I want to welcome you to another edition of Media Diary. And this is the 11th edition. We are really moving forward. Well, on this occasion, it's entirely dedicated to the women, the celebration of International Women's Day. And we have two special reports. One from District 4. Also a collaborative package with District 44A1 and Rotary International. That is the first time it is happening. And you're going to see everything on Media Diary. And yours truly is the first to break out to the news. Wow. In this edition, we also have Share Your Stories. So I want you to sit back and relax. Catch you at the other side. Don't forget to come out with your popcorn. See you.
The district governor of District 404B2 Nigeria hereby call this gathering to order.
NLCF, my second vice DG, now Torino West Banjo, NLCF, my own brother too, PDG Otsuba Ademola Adesoye PMDF, NLCF, all other Lion leaders, great fellow Lions, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great joy to be the convener of today's International Women's Day. Team Embrace Equity. Embrace means to willingly and enthusiastically accept, adopt, and expose. The International Women's Day, usually on the 8th of March, is a global day celebrating the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women.
Even be adopted to put women of the world in spotlight. Honestly, we should not even be talking of equality of women. Rather, we should be talking about the superiority of women over men. Because, just about rightly remarked at the beginning, when you look at the phenomena that surround women, even right from the wisdom of our Creator, who decided that women should be the harbinger of every glad tidings that can really think of in this universe, starting from the evolutionary trend of where life is going to be manifested. Is never make any mistake in choosing any other species or any other sex or gender other than women.
Lions Club about 13 years ago when she served in various capacities. She's the charter president for Ikeja New Era Lions Club, and she's presently the deputy global service team coordinator.
Our female lions, how do you bring in more women to join Lions Club? If you remember, we have the Women Initiative, which is called New Voices. It is an initiative of one of our past female international presidents. She started this initiative to encourage more women in Lions Club and also more women in leadership. That's exactly what we are also going to do. We want to increase the percentage of women.
Cell of the body is for that cell to grow or to get damaged and die one day. And that process is called apoptosis. What did I call it? Apoptosis. The process of a cell growing to certain level and die. It is compulsory the cell of your body must die. When it die, another one will grow. That is how we continue to live fine. If this cell refuse to die, you will just realize that the cell of the body will continue to age and will not be able to live well. But the nature has done it where the cell will continue. That's your face. When you have wound, the cell around that place will die. When they die, another one will grow and you look fresh again. Unfortunately, in this cell cycle, sometimes the regulator may not work well. You just realize that cell will grow to certain level. Mutation will happen on it. When we say mutation, damage will happen on it, and the cell will refuse to die.
To embrace equity, and the sign for embracing equity for this time is this. Ladies, stand up and do this. And photographers, please, if you can just take us all around, embrace.
And when I mean you must have a business, that business must be registered. Because the moment a business is registered, it gives it an existence. A business does not exist without it having a life of its own. So if you do business with people and you still accept the name of your business is Motupo Yoguna & Co. or Lange, Layuela and Partners. But if that is not your business, if you sell a product, it should be paid, it should be an exchange between you and the business, your client and the business. So you must have a business. And sincerely, if you have not done that, you have not started. Because that business does not have a life of its own. And CAC has made our life easy. You can register business now very easily. So register that, tell your neighbor. I'm saying, we've done studies, I've worked with a lot of associations. You will see names of about 300 people, 1,000 people. By the time you do the survey of all the people in that association, you will see that only 50 people have registered businesses. But they have been doing businesses. In fact, some have done businesses for years. And some of them are doing where they are making money. My colleague then, as I said, no, we are going to treat this topic and say, hey, so I began to study, the liquidity ratio and all of that. And sincerely, I realized that is a major problem and failure, of business. Liquidity is the lifeblood of any business, which means it's not about profit, it's not about loss, it's the ability and the flow of money in and out, in and out. In is like your adrenaline that is pumping. Boom, boom. Money is not coming, money is not going out, like boom, 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 and something is going on. So if money comes in this month, the money will not come in until 2 months or 3 months ago. The money will not come in, then you need to check what is the activity level of the business. If not, if you're not careful, something can happen. Let me move to upgrade. In fact, that's the core purpose of this program. Digital, embrace technology and innovation. And then, please, I want to beg you, all of us, especially, I'm still a very young woman. For our older generation, you will hear, oh, I don't know these things, so come and show me. Mommy, you can learn it. Mommy, you can what? Please, let's learn. Let's, I did a course in February about how to put my book on Amazon. And the course they were just bombarding us. I didn't understand myself. This Amazon Kindle, you'll be all dead. Somebody, and I have a book already written that I want to. Some people don't even like books. And they are making money on this. I have books, several books in my head. And I will not be writing and put it there and making money. So I must learn it by all means. Because you have to one life to live, my sister. And if you die, who will tell you of the truth? If you die, what will happen? Nobody has the right to take your life. You don't even have the right to take your life. Because you are not the giver of that life. So I'm saying to somebody, you don't take that life. Because I was with a woman at the gym,
3 days ago, sir. And I don't know what made us to start talking. And she said, you know what, I want to commit suicide. And I said, you are phone me. Rise up, Olga. We're going together. Nothing's going to kill you. And we talked about it and seek for help, seek for support. Breathe. Tell your neighbor, breathe. And then another, and then breathe. And stand and I am unique. I am different. I need to be positioned. I need to be given this seat. I don't want another person's seat. I want my seat. And as I want my seat, I would also celebrate my balanced life I'm talking about. I'll celebrate my family. Because if all of us were to be given the opportunity to choose the family you come from, you will actually quickly deport to United States of, celebrate your family. It's when they have gone that you will really be looking for them. So celebrate them. That fight you don't like, celebrate it. Because that's actually what's making it juicy. And if whatever challenges you're having, still celebrate it. Celebrate one another, sisters. Let us support one another. We are different. Somebody dresses this way. She has not said anything to you. She has not had any business with you. You are already having issues with the person. For no reason. And you are badmouthing her. Oh, Ribo she koja. Oh, Rijo Kimi. Oh, Ribo she bomus okay. You will not be it's okay. And if you want the person to be mule, they say, Mommy, monkey now, celebrate one another. Live a balanced life. Stay healthy. Have family support. You need it. Prayerful. The God factor. I'm going to fulfill everything He wants me to fulfill. And I will support my sisters. And I will get support from them. And whatsoever. Please help. Let's give her a round of applause. Wow. That is powerful. Thank you very much.
And I want to assure you that this time next year and then in the coming years, we'll have a much more bigger International Women's Day. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you very much, Second Vice Speaker. Thank you so much for the goodwill message. Once again, let's give him a round of applause. It's time for presentation of awards. We are going to present awards to a speaker.
Please drag your seats. Who are women in their space? Being a woman in your space. That has captured everything. Please sit down. We are celebrating you. You really need to sit down. So each one of you came out here to really demonstrate your will to excel, your will to impact, and your will to go to places. You haven't started because we will see you flying like a cat. Congratulations. I'm not going to say more than appreciating you. I want all of us to sing for them that they are jolly good ladies. No men, no men. So, let me lead. For they are jolly good ladies, for they are jolly good ladies, for they are jolly good ladies.
To the management of the business that they have donated it to us for free. They need a round of applause. Give them a round of applause, please. The management of this.
Wow, District 404B2, that was awesome. I want you to sit back because the collaborative package with Rotary International and the Lions of District 441 is next. Happy viewing.
Lions become to order a government. So that Allah will do the same thing. So that is it good to go. But however, we still tell you to join us when we're going to restart the Rotary Grace. And this way, the Rotary Grace is on the screen. Please, I have the order this morning as the District Governor Rotary International, Mr. 9110, to call this gathering to order in our own recite what we have Rotary Grace on the screen. After mentioning International Day of the Women. International Day of the Women. O Lord and giver of all good, we praise thee for our baby.
Rotary Grace, the Lion's Prayer reminds me of when we have events, we have Muslims and we have Christians, so we have to say the opening prayer in the Christian way and the Muslim way. So may I ask all Lions and Rotarians who may want to stand up while we take the Lion's Prayer. The Lion's Prayer. When I attend my Lions Club, and break bread with my fellow man, relax and play and sing, to hear the speakers of the day, the fight in caring for the blind, and also the underprivileged. Let's keep them all in mind. Now as we do our daily tasks, pray God will do them greatly, that liberty and intelligence will be our nation's safety. Amen.
Lions Clubs International, multiple district 404 Nigeria, Lion Princess Adit of Pentecost, fellow Lions, fellow Rotarians. Yeah. Today is an epoch-making day in the history of the two service organizations in Nigeria. That is Lions Clubs International and the Rotary International. Very many years ago, I was a Rotarian, a charter member of Rotary Club, which was chartered very, very many years ago. And I was active there for many years, but it became very difficult for me to participate in the regular meetings, so I opted out and joined the Lions Club when I got retired 33 years ago. This is the first time I'm seeing something like this happening.
She's a live member of the Board of Trustees of Lions Multiple District 404 Nigeria. She's the second female district governor of the Lions, and she was the first multiple council chairperson, and that is in the person of Lion Dame Princess Adekope Titus.
We serve better.
I would also like to introduce my immediate past council chairperson. I worked with her as a multiple district treasurer in the person of past council chairperson Lion Idowu and Nobili.
In Lionism,
We serve.
together,
We serve better.
I would like other members of my cabinet and other Lion members to stand up for recognition, please.
We serve better.
Thank you very much. Now, my remarks, the program center I managed to pass. She had the second best result. So the question is, suppose my father-in-law didn't send her to school, how would she have proven that what a man can do, a woman can do better? So that's why I'm a feminist, because if she wasn't given equal opportunity with the men, she wouldn't have been able to prove that she's better than me in every way. Before I conclude, I'd like to pay tribute to one of my favorite historical figures in the fight for women's equality. A black American woman, an ex-slave, abolitionist, and women's rights activist. Her name is Sojourner Truth. She lived between 1797 and 1883. By the way, you know there is a march. Now, International Women's Day, March 8th, is a day for women to join voices with people around the world and shout the message for equal rights loud and clear, and that message says women's rights are human rights. It is a global day celebrating the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women. The day also marks a call to action for accelerating gender parity. The first International Women's Day was held in 1911. While the United Nations adopted March 8th as International Women's Day in 1975. Now, the theme for the celebration this year.
By how many? The chairman of this beautiful program, Lion AVM Anthony Okere, retired CFR, JP, past council chairman, Lions Club National, MD 404, Nigeria. We are most recognized. DG Lions Club International, District 404A1, the male feminist, Lion Ano Ayahu.
I'm not saying all men. They are beautiful men. The courageous men are here. And we want more of them. We love men. I love men. This is my brother. I love him very much. You know, so, but after COVID, or during COVID, we saw a lot of things. And because of that, we realized that communities were not empowered enough to respond to cases of sexual and gender-based violence. Project Alert is just one office based on the mainland here. They would have finished killing somebody in Ikorodu or Yaba or Etiosa before they would say, okay, go to this organization. And besides, some of us had all run inside because of COVID. But in those communities, they were still mingling street by street and all of that. So after that, we decided that we need to start empowering communities. And in going to these communities, not just the women, in fact more of men and women.
Is gender and disability inequality for women in the workplace. For me, it's such a great pleasure to be here today at the International Women's Day Symposium 2023, where we are focused on embracing equity. Once again, my name is Adetope Taikos, endorsed candidate for the position of Lions International Director for Africa and the life member Board of Trustee you know that you have had, it's not like you have not had those positions before, but I specifically brought them back because when you are talking of gender equality for virtually all the positions, it's like I have tread where the men and I've come here to tell you that if I can do it, you can do it. In Black Africa, that position will be the first time a woman, forget Nigeria, a woman, any woman, white, polka dot, whatever, is the first time a woman in Black Africa will be hosting that. And gender equality or inequality, I know outweighs me, right? So the agenda side that on this project I'm going to do what? I'm going to not only succeed, I will be the, what's the name? Kosheleri. With them, all of us should adopt that as our middle name. Kosheleri. Because until we begin to make history, until we begin to leave such legacies, it's going to be difficult. And to do that was the extra, a little bit extra above board. Now, before I dive into my topic about gender and disability inequality for women in the workplace, I would love it if you will please indulge me with a little exercise that I want all your eyes for a couple of seconds. Leave that phone and please close your eyes for a couple of seconds. And while your eyes are closed, I want you to begin to mind when you think about disability. The only thing I want you to think, I still see people talking, gisting with themselves. Hey ladies, excuse me, can you please close your eyes? It's very simple instruction. Please close your eyes and think about this one. Thank you very much. We can open our eyes. Now that we have had a couple of seconds to think on that word, may I ask, what are the images that easily came to your mind? Or you want us to play word association game? I'm sure many of you will say that you envisioned an individual who was crippled, or perhaps somebody on a wheelchair. Am I right? Yes. Or better yet, maybe you saw an individual with a shriveled or amputated limb. You saw all of them, right? Good. Or perhaps when you let your mind wander, you associated the word disability with blindness, or someone who was deaf or slow to speak. Essentially, what you saw as an individual who had some type of deformity that you could see, right? Most likely, that is what came to the mind of virtually all of us sitting around you. We all thought the same. If anything, they saw the images that gathered and controlled all our thoughts, and they associated the similar ones. We probably might be able to help those people. All I'm trying to do is to tell you that there are some disabilities that are invisible. Vision impairment is another word. Vision impairment. There are some students, when you change the position of where they see, they perform better. They don't even know that they have vision impairments. Or trauma. Trauma like in gender, what's the outfit again? Project Alert. Project Alert will know what trauma is, because some children can never they will still for so many years not be able to get out of traumatic experiences, and then they carry this into the workplace. They are invisible disabilities, but all we have provided for is a slide for wheelchair, is all the ones that we can see. Whereas the invisible, they are there, and nobody is talking about it. With invisible disabilities are even more than those with visible disabilities. However, of all employees with disabilities, only very few of them can even disclose their disability to their employers. Only very few of them can even talk to their friends about their visible disabilities. Just like the lady said, you don't want people to laugh at you. You want them to laugh with you. So people are afraid to speak out. And so, more often than not, individuals are afraid to disclose that they have a disability, apart from laughing at them, for fear that they will be judged. Oh, I was raped. Yes, you were not where you were supposed to be. Is that the answer? No. And this is why it is imperative for those in leadership, those of all of us in leadership, to make it an objective to make employees feel safe. Make them feel safe. Make them welcoming. Open your doors by putting appropriate measures in place so that they are able to disclose whatever information and whatever invisible disabilities they may have. To buttress on this point, Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare, they further suggest more strategies, like organizations are encouraged to check their policies and their procedures. Employers must create an inclusive workplace. It is very imperative to have policies and procedures in place that support employees with invisible disabilities. And so, my question to each and every one of us is, how can you start right where you are sitting now? Where? Okay. Maybe when you ask questions, I will be able to answer, but I'm unable to tell you what each and every one of us can do as we are sitting. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
You cannot beat our encyclopedia, our own international director endorsee, past area leader, past council chairperson, Dame Princess Adetope Tychus, PMDF, NLCF. Please give it up for her again. That was so awesome. Thank you very much. So meanwhile, don't go away. It is still very, very fresh, because Share Your Stories is next. Happy viewing.
My name is Lion Marufat Adebumi Adebayo, President of Ife Model Lions Club for year 2022-23. The state in which Lions Club DC 404B2 can operate are Lagos State, Oyo State, Osun State, Kwara State, Ekiti State, Kogi State, and Ogun State. My legacy project was to provide portable drinking water for a community where there is need, and we discovered that Iloro community need good water. So we concluded to provide a good well, to provide portable drinking water for the school in Iloro and community. The reason why the project is very important to me is that when there is a need, there is a lion. And for me to be a lion in that community, I want them to feel the presence of a lion. So since I discovered that that's the need, so I made sure that I provide them the water so that they'll be able to use it for drinking and for other use of water like cooking and make use.
Well, that's our package for today. I'm sure you had it just like I did. Well, we are going to be coming out with another package very soon. Don't go away. But in the meantime, we're going to call it a wrap for today. So don't forget to share our stories, comment, and like them, because we like likes. Till I come your way again next time, this is Obasohan signing out for today. Bye-bye.